Hey YouTube, it's your girl Mama V here, back for another short mukbang. Thank you for joining me again. And so I'm a little late to the game, but I did order some Liberian food, obviously from a Liberian restaurant. And I'm excited because one, they had cornbread. Let me show you the cornbread. Oh, well, it's flipped upside down, but look at that. I thought it was gonna be like a small little, you know, like muffin cornbread. This is a whole slice of cornbread. It was only $3.50, so shout out to them on portions. And then they had soup. So they had soup with, as y'all know, the latest crave, fufu, or fufu. I feel like I'm pronouncing it wrong. I'm sorry. Y'all seen it all over TikTok, all over YouTube, all over social media. I wanted to wait till the hype died down a little bit before I started eating it because I was genuinely interested in it before the whole hype. Because there was actually, at our old apartment, there was an African restaurant down the street. And I never got around to eating there, and then they end up closing down. And then, you know, I'm always one of those people who get weary of trying new places, not necessarily new foods, but new places. You know, I want to stick to what I like. So I took a whim on this. They had good reviews. The only thing when I ordered the fufu, let me open it up for y'all. It tastes like, not taste, it smells like cassava. Like, you know, your starches. And then they had a special soup, but they didn't tell me what the soup was prior to ordering it. And so, oh, I think this is beef. I don't think it's oxtail soup. I don't want to spill it. It's gonna stain the tablecloth. That's why I got a placemat here. With the soup, it looks good. It looks like one of the soups my mom be making, you know, when you just throw a bunch of spices in there and any meat you got. And then I was actually debating between the jollof rice. I'm blanking out how to say it. My memory is done for the week. And it's only Wednesday. But anyways, I was debating between that or their toasted eggplant with smoked turkey and chicken and rice. Ooh, this looks good. I'm from the island, obviously not from like the Caribbeans or like Africa, but you know, Polynesian. And a lot of our foods are very similar in terms of like the spices, the way the soup look like, and yeah, so this might not be appetizing to y'all, but just bring back childhood memories of like the different random soups my mom used to make. So this one is, what did I say? Eggplant, smoked turkey, and chicken and rice. The jollof rice had like chicken and I think shrimp. I've had a similar type of rice. So I was like, oh, let me try something different. And on top of that, y'all, it's smoked turkey. Smoked turkey, like anything smokes reminds me of like, if y'all poly like umu. So it's like when you like cook underground, you basically like dig a hole, you have coals under there, you layer it with like banana leaves, and then you wrap your food up in like foil or banana leaves and stuff, and then you cover it. You basically bury it, right? But the food's covered, so the dirt's not getting on the food. But it reminds me of umu. I had smoked salmon for the first time. I don't know why I didn't think of this before, but I wasn't always attracted to like smoked meats. I was like, whatever, it's like normal meat. But I had smoked salmon for the first time, and y'all, something about that was good. And then I realized it's like similar to umu. So yeah, that is why I end up getting the eggplant, because of the smoked turkey, and turkey's low calorie. So yeah, I'm excited, y'all. A lot of carbs, you know, but your girl's trying to do good on the fitness goals. I messed up my ankle like 3 weeks ago. Y'all, I took a tumble down the stairs. Y'all ever seen those TikToks where like it's like life is going normal in the TikTok and then it pauses and it's like, oh no, oh no, no, no. That's literally what happened. What through my head was like, I figured I missed a step. Like, you know, you're like, oh damn. And my shoes were halfway on. And then like I felt my ankle twisting. And I thought I was like almost near the last step. So, but when I kept on following like 4 more steps, I was like, oh my God, I done effed up. Anyway, that TikTok moment came in my head if somebody was recording it. So yeah, I sprained it pretty bad. I literally thought I had broken it because I have a high pain tolerance, y'all, like a super high pain tolerance. Before I get deeper into the story, let's try some food. Let's try some food. First, I want to try the soup. Let's mix it up a little bit. Yeah, okay, so this is beef. I thought it was oxtail. Ooh, beef with some tomatoes. Oh yeah, that's like what my mom be making. Let's see. How rude of me. Want a bite? Want a bite? Look at that. First of all, the beef. That's how you describe it. The beef is so tender. Oh my gosh. I'm not a big fan of like beef because sometimes it be rough. Even barbecue beef, I stay away from it. But in this soup, it's good. And then on top of that, there's like a little kick. It's like, you know, it's like a little spice, but flavor. Like there's stuff that's like spicy that's just overpowering. And there's stuff that is spicy that adds like flavor. This is it. Put this over some rice. Now let's try the fufu. It's like, you know, pounded, I think yam or cassava. We eat this all the time. It kind of reminds me when I saw people make it. Kind of reminds me of poi. Might be pronouncing it wrong. I need a bigger. Let me try it alone. Oh yeah, this is like you ever had, at least I only know, I've only had this around the Filipino culture, but you ever had like the pounded rice, the sweet rice, and then it's like in banana leaves, like at any Filipino restaurants or any Filipino functions? This is what that tastes like to me. A little bit, obviously not sweet. The texture is very similar. So let me try this. I don't know if I have enough. I've been watching a lot of TikToks of how to do this right because I want to do the culture right, y'all. If I'm going to try it. And then you make a little hole so you can get a little bowl going in there. And you scoop. Let me get some meat. Y'all, this is big for me because I don't like getting my hands dirty. I'm like those type of people who wipe 50,000 times when they eat. Oh, I think I messed it up. Put too much on there. Now it's all sloppy. That's my fault, y'all. Oh yeah, that's good. Now I'll be like, dang, they be having all the fingers. But now I understand why. It's hard to grip, especially since it's soup. This is like a glutinous. See, y'all, I know I'm gonna dip my hand back in there, but something about it, I just can't, y'all. I just can't. This is good. I know I've seen some people try it. It's always been good to me, or it looked good to me. I've seen some people try and they're like, you know, didn't like it. And I was like, really? I don't think it's that bad. It's just tripping. It's just like, you know, pounded starch in the potato family. Oh, here you go. Yo. Yo. I'm making sure to wash my hands real good before this. So I was a little bit worried that the fufu, especially in the sauce, was gonna give me the texture of like, y'all seen like rice cakes like from the Asian culture, like the thin ones. And I tried rice cakes, they were frozen, so I think that was my first issue. I should have tried some fresh ones or some from a restaurant. Anyways, I tried them frozen, didn't like it. It was too slimy for me, so I was a little bit worried. If you're a person who eats and you're very textured based, I would still try this because I thought it was gonna have like a slimy flavor, or be too slimy or soft in my mouth, but not at all. If you eat it correctly, like they say, don't It's not like it's going for a swim in there. You dip and you eat. If you dip and you eat, it's good. It like adds a good texture to the soup, y'all. This is I need to learn how to make this. Why do not Polynesians use Tongan Samoan, Tahitian? I hate using the word Micronesian because we all Polynesian, you know, or Melanesian. We're all Polynesian. Anyways, if y'all have a dish similar to this, because we all Polynesians, let me know. Let me know how y'all make it, because this is. I need to buy, when my parents come into town, I'm going to get them this and this soup from the same place, because they're going to love this, yo. This is like island food. Y'all, I'm so happy. Y'all, so I've been juicing, so this is my first solid meal of the day. You can't do it without sucking the bone. Sucking the juices out the bone. Here, let me get y'all up close. This that type of red that the stain might not come out, so I don't want to drip on the table. I know you're also not supposed to chew. I had some meat in there. It was a big chunk of meat. Couldn't do it. Let me see. I heard people say, like, you're not supposed to chew it. You should. Oh, yeah, you can't swallow. I did separate it into a smaller piece once in my mouth, though. Ooh. Lord, that is good, y'all. And this place, you know, I'm one of those people who, like, I'll check out the Yelp reviews and all that. This place didn't have a crazy amount of reviews, like 400 or so, but they were good reviews. And they were from people who, like, were like, I seen a person who's Liberian and, you know, different African descents or origins in Africa. They had good reviews on it. I didn't see that many bad reviews, and the bad reviews weren't even that bad. I think it's more of like, you know, a acquired taste thing. But I'm loving it. I'm trying so hard not to eat it all, because I told baby daddy that I would save him some. He might not like the soup because he's not super into spicy thing, but he might tear the smoked turkey up. He's hella into smoked. So this cornbread is warm. It's kind of crummy. It's a little bit darker color than I'm used to in terms of cornbread. It's interesting. It's not like, ooh, cornbread, like I'm used to, like a sweet texture. It's more crummy. It's pouring outside. It reminds me of the fufu. Y'all, this is bomb. For y'all who ever reviewed this and say it wasn't good, y'all been eating too much American food, y'all. Too much American food. Y'all gotta expand your taste buds. Oh, I wish that I was trying to see if they had because this came as a package deal. I was trying to see if they had a separate fufu, like you can buy it on the side, but you had to order it with this. I like this restaurant too, because they don't have too many options. They have like 10 things on there. Sorry, y'all. I don't know what I like more, the fufu or the soup. Like, I might ditch rice for a while. I'm gonna need to get one of those pounders they've been using for this. And you know what I do like about the fufu process? That's how our ancestors used to make food. It wasn't you went out to the store or you get a pre-packaged thing. Now you gotta make that. And you be seeing them women like putting them arm work in there. I love it, y'all. Yes, big fan. The good thing I like about it though is because the fufu came with the soup, and I was looking at a lot of different reviews on like YouTube about like they were doing like a goosey soup or like, you know, like the oxtail soup, And then some people who are actually native, like their native food is fufu, they're like, oh, y'all didn't like it because y'all was eating it with the wrong soup. Like, you can't just eat it with whatever. You know, there's a science to what you pair it with, which is like in all cultures. And so I was like, when they didn't even tell me what soup it was, I gave them the trust in my heart that they was gonna give me some good soup that was supposed to go with the fufu, and they did deliver. I'm gonna definitely drop this restaurant down. Y'all, I've never been this happy about food in a while. Like, I feel like with COVID, like, you get tired of food, right? Because, like, yeah, you can order food to go, and you know, but there's something different in the experience of sitting at the restaurant. Like, the experience is different. And so even though we try different restaurants, I get tired of the food, but like, this reignited my love for food. Yeah. And the soup is so simple. There's literally like one whole tomato in there, some beef, and that's it. And some bomb spices. That's all you need, y'all. Y'all don't need no fancy, all that. I love it. This brings back so much memories. Woo! Oh, man. Let me try the eggplant, and I'll go back to my story about my hair pain tolerance and falling down the darn stairs. This looks like smoked turkey with some rice, y'all. Oh my God. Where have you been all my life? That smoked turkey is good, y'all. Y'all taste the smoke aftertaste in your mouth. Sorry, I just sniffed my hand because it smells like fufu. You know, I was a little worried that this was going to be too mushy. Again, I'm a texture person. I was worried that this was going to be too mushy. Not at all, y'all. Not at all. And they got the bone still on there. That's what I'm talking about. You got to slurp it out the bone. I won't do that on camera because, you know, we're not quite acquainted yet, my YouTube family. Yo, I'm so excited. I'm so excited to edit this video after. This is the hypest I think I've been during the mukbang, other than my seafood ones. But I think what it is with this food, it reminds me so much of like home and being a kid and like my mom's cooking, and you taste a lot of the similar blended flavors. You got that eggplant in there, the smoked turkey, the chicken. Again, there's not much other than spices and a couple of ingredients, and that's all you really need in food. I miss simple, good food. I wish y'all could try this. Y'all missing out. You know, I see it now, though, of like why they recommend fufu with certain foods. Because I'm thinking if I ate fufu with this, it would be a little bit, maybe I wouldn't like the texture. Let's try, y'all. This is why y'all shouldn't be just trying people's culture all willy-nilly and thinking y'all critics of it. If y'all ain't doing it right, you know? Let's get some. I don't want to get the egg. I want to eat it with the beef. It's not nasty. It's still good, but it hit better. The fufu hit better with the soup. Something about the soupo. That's how we say soup in our language. Soupo. Something about the soupo is good. Yeah, I would definitely still do rice with this, but it's not bad. But it's, you know, I definitely think this combo is better. Woo! I'm on my lunch hour, so let's get this going. But yeah. Anyways, I have a high pain tolerance, and so when I fell down the stairs, I was like holding my ankle, hoping I didn't see like a broken bone or anything. And I was like, you know, you're like, holding my ankle. And I thought the pain would slowly dissipate. It didn't. I feel like it intensified. And that's when I was like cussing out loud and I was like tearing up. And then when I didn't get up initially, my sister was here. She like ran downstairs. She's like, "You okay?" Baby daddy was pulling out of the garage. And he got out the car. And told me why. Because I have a high pain tolerance. So I can take pain very well. My family knows that. Baby daddy knows that. My sister knows that. But once my sister didn't see me get off the floor, she was like, "It's bad. I feel like she broke it." She was like, she never tear up. I didn't even cry while I was giving birth or after my C-section or after being in pain. Didn't cry. Didn't even shed a tear. And then I think baby daddy thought it was like nothing minor because he didn't see how far I fell. He just heard me fall. He gonna be like, "It might be a bad time to ask." Literally probably like 3 minutes of me on the floor and going, ah. And then, literally like, he was like, "It might be a bad time to ask, but what's your title password for, you know, the title app?" I must have looked at him like, "Are you effing kidding me right now? I'm in pain and that's what you want to ask me?" I was heated, y'all. I was heated. So he was like, "Okay, it was a bad time." You know, I don't know. Men, Aries, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know what happened when the moons and the star align, but sometimes y'all be lacking some empathy. It ain't a bad thing. Not everybody has it, but I felt in that moment. I'm surrounded by Aries, by the way. My siblings are both Aries. Baby daddy's Aries, like Aries everywhere. So anyway, so I'm on the floor. My sister's like, "Oh, don't move. I'm scared." I took off my shoe. My foot is already swollen. I could have sworn, I was like, I don't know if I broke it. I felt like this tingling sensation, which they say is like associated with breaks. I'm over here eating this like it's cake, but it's good. So then baby daddy's like, "Oh, just get up. It's not a big deal. Just put some pressure on it." I literally took my shoe and I chucked it at him. Now, I just chucked it at his shoulder. I couldn't even get up and hop. I literally had to work my way, like use my arms to like back up the stairs. And this place has a lot of stairs. So then, anyways, I was lying on the floor. I hella thought I broke it. I literally could not put any pressure on it. It hurt so bad, and I was also scared that if it was a break, that if I put too much pressure on it, you know, because you know your girl is, you know, in the fitness journey, so you know your girl ain't slim. She like slim, you know, getting there. And I was afraid that if I put too much pressure on it, like a bone or something might pop out. Now that's when I'll start screaming. I kid you not. Anyway, I did I didn't want to go to the ER either because COVID, and, you know, risking myself and the girls and coming back. So I was like, I'm going to just wait for urgent care and then get an appointment. So urgent care took me in for x-rays. Luckily, nothing was broken. It was a pretty bad sprain. They had me do a boot, doing physical therapy. And I was like, how long will it take to heal? 6 to 8 weeks. I was like, like, what? And the fact that they put me to boot, like, it was a pretty bad sprain. Like, for the first week, I literally, even with the boot, it was hard to put pressure. And when I did put pressure, I would just be in pain. And I had crutches, but they were starting to hurt my underarm. Yeah, it was a whole ordeal. But anyways, that's how I knew this was bad. And it still hurts now, although I am, like, slowly going back to working out. I think it's gonna be the 3rd week of the injury. I'm slowly going back to work out, modify. I'm trying to slow down. But I'm one of those people who it's so hard to like sit down, y'all. I'm like one of those busybodies. I'm one of those people who can function off of 4 hours, at least 5 hours of sleep. That's crazy, y'all. And so it was really hard the first couple of days. I was like, I'm tired. I'm being a boot. Shout out to my uncle. He showed me some modified exercises. So that gave me the confidence of like, and the motivation to be like, girl, you can still work out. Your upper half still work. Just like my uncle said, your upper half still work, your upper body. So do it. But yeah, it's been quite an experience. And I was like, I don't know if it's with age that my body hurts more, because I feel like if that happened like a good solid 3-4 years ago, I would have been like up and going, maybe just on a wrap. But no, y'all, your girl, it's week 3 and I'm like, every time I think I'm getting better, and then you get that pain, you know, when you use your leg too much, and I'm like, okay, I gotta slow down, because I also don't want the healing process to take longer. I've had problems with this ankle ever since I used to run track back in the day, and so it's just a sensitive ankle overall. And yeah, when I tell y'all, I was so scared I broke something, just because it would limit what I can do. And I had, you know, obviously to do some things. I'm a mom. Unfortunately, you can't take disability as being a mom. It was definitely interesting. And when I tell y'all, I have a high pain tolerance. Like, I didn't realize I was going into active labor until like my actual water broke. But you can get contractions before. I thought that they were just bad stomach pains. So like the day before my water broke, I was having like bad stomach pains. I literally could not get up. I like had to crawl back to my room, and I was just laying in bed the whole day. And then my doctor, when I ended up going to the hospital after, because my water broke, my doctor was like, oh, you was having contractions. I was like, oh, is that what that was? And even after surgery, like my body hurt a little bit, but it wasn't like I actually didn't have a lot of pain after the C-section. It was more of like when you get up, you feel like your guts are gonna fall out, right? Because your organs have been shifted. So I feel like I always had to grasp to my belly. I didn't have any pain, and I heard that the sooner you get up walking, they actually make you walk, I think 8 hours, 12 hours after surgery, to make sure, you know, don't get blood clots and you're working and moving. So after, a day after, I was like, literally, I was pushing myself around. They had a wheelchair, but I was holding the back of the wheelchair like as a walker. I was pushing myself around the room, because I heard if you walk, you heal faster. And so I was trying to heal faster, you know, because I got 2 babies I got to take home. You know, they don't give that much leave to the dad back then. And he just got a new job, so you know, I was primarily the one who's going to be taking care of them for the first, you know, when it's supposed to be maternity leave. But anyways, yeah. And even the nurse was like, I stopped taking any medication other than Tylenol. Like when they were like, oh, do you want I don't know, it's like a painkiller. I forgot. They gave me some pills to go home with too. It's like hydrocodone or something. And they would like, for the first night I did take it. I had my C-section like at 4 o'clock or something. The first night until the first morning, whenever they gave me the dosage, I would take it. And then I told them, I was like, no, like I'm good. Like just give me Tylenol, I'll be good. They like gave me a bottle to go home with. Because on top of that too, like there's like this binding that they give you, and I was wearing it. And I didn't want to look at my stomach because I was scared to see the stitches and get freaked out. Like it wasn't the pain, it was more of like a mental thing. So when they were checking me out the morning I was gonna be released, we took off the binding, and I had all boils all over my stomach, y'all. Like you know when you burn your hand and you put water on it, you get boils. It was like hell of them all over my stomach. And the nurse was like, does that hurt? And I was like, I mean, it's uncomfortable, but I didn't know if it was just like a side effect. He was like, no, I think you're allergic to the material that they have the binding for. So it's literally like every little movement too, every time I moved, it was uncomfortable, and it hurt a little bit because some of the boils would just pop. TMI, I know it's at mukbang, but I'm just giving y'all a picture of how much this ankle sprain hurt in comparison to like other things that I've been through in life. And they had to give me cream to put on the boils. I couldn't like sleep. I had to sleep on my back the whole time. Anytime there was like pressure on it, like I had to it was a whole ordeal, y'all. Like it was a whole ordeal with the birth. But I didn't cry throughout that whole process. I don't remember feeling that much pain. Only when I like maybe moved. Like when we were in the car coming home, there's hella bumps, you know, and then your stomach's up and you feel your organs gonna come out. So that was the only time I think I felt uncomfortable, and I had to move really slow. But yeah, other than that, it was like, yeah, this ankle sprain reminded me of my age, and I'm pretty sure like Earth age is like what, 27? Oh my god, yeah, 27, right? Oh shoot, I'm 27. Anyways, and my internal age, because of having kids and all that, I feel like I'm like 35, 40. So yes, it was a humbling experience and reminded me to appreciate and be patient with my body, and also being very glad because I can't imagine. I've lost almost about 20 pounds since I've I started this journey, y'all. And now I'm at a plateau. I feel like it's really hard for me to lose. So this week I've been really trying to focus, but that's beside the point. But if I was 20 pounds heavier, like, I couldn't imagine how much more painful that could have been, because all my weight was on my ankle while it was on the inside. Like, while my ankle flipped, like, you know, here's my feet, like my ankle was like this, flipped inward. I can't imagine how it would have moved my body, because it was pretty much on my arms that were supporting me. Like, when I climbed up the stairs, I was pretty much like crawling, but using my upper body to get up when I was first injured. Getting into the shower was all my arm support. Like, shout out to fitness and being healthy. It's not about losing weight. It's really about being healthy and feeling good inside, because your girl is trying to be on earth for my kids as long as I can. So yes, let me take one more bite of the cornbread, and then I'm gonna go back to trying to be clean eating, y'all. It's the nighttime snacking that be getting me. This is the one thing I'm be like, y'all better not eat on my fridge, the cornbread. Ooh, the good thing that this was right down the street, but I DoorDash and it was still hot when it came. That broth is homemade, you can tell. Anyways, y'all, thank you for joining me for my mukbang. Long awaited, long overdue. Y'all should really try it out. I'll drop the name of the restaurant too that I got it from. If you're from the Bay, the East Bay specifically, you should try them out. But y'all know what I say. Peace and love, y'all. It is free. It is free 99 to be nice. Peace, y'all.